Hi, book lovers. It's Lady Lauren Explorer, and today I'm doing a book review. And it's a romance book, and it's by Andy Christopher. I bought this because I think I was just going through a kick of books of romance, and this is one of them. And it's Not the Girl You Marry. Stay tuned. So, Not the Girl You Married follows two characters. This is a fake relationship, but it's a fake relationship for both of them, and they both don't know it. It follows our character Jack and our character Hannah. Hannah is this badass, I don't need a man type girl because she's been hurt in the past. And Jack is this I'm so wholesome and attractive and charming kind of guy who realizes that all the girls he keeps dating and wanting their life with keep choosing someone else over him, even if he is charming. But he's like, I'm not that perfect now, so. But I fell in love with this because I think the first chapter, or was it the second chapter? No, it was the first chapter. Pages in, and I realized what this reminded me of. And I'm so biased. I gave this book a 5 stars because I'm biased. I know it because this book reminds me of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I love that movie. Love that movie. And this is the book for it. Because this is the opposite. So in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, we have our heroine doing all these absurd things for an article so she can make it into the political sphere of something else in her publishing house or her news house. But on this one, it's the guy who is doing all these fluff articles because his editor thinks that he's too handsome and charming to do any of the political pieces. So he always just has him do fluff pieces. And he's like, I went to school to be a journalist. I went to school to do things that matter to me, and I'm doing fluff pieces? No. So they meet, and she's not having any of his things. He loves that he's so attracted to her being mean to him. It's really awkward, but it's so funny. Then they part ways, and that's when we get to the part where he has to do this piece along with the political piece, and so he uses Hannah as the girl, and then he starts to fall in love with her, obviously, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and there's some other things that are going on. I don't want to ruin it, but basically it's the reverse of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think he calls the article How to Lose Hannah in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that's what he calls the article. But this is, I can't help it. I am definitely keeping this book because of my 5-star rating, and also because I would reread this book. There are some very funny steaminess. Okay, for one instance, she is wanting to have sex, and he's like, if I do, it would be no holds barred. I would have to tell her that I'm doing this article. So then he tells her that because of his Catholic religion, he doesn't believe in P and V sex. And so she's like, but you ate me out. And he's like, yeah, but it's not PV. And then her description of like his morals when it comes to like sex is like Swiss cheese. It has more holes in their sections than Swiss cheese. It was so funny. But yeah, I love this book. This book was amazing. I want to know if I'm probably going to check out more of her books to see if I can vibe with them, because again, this is my first book by this author, and it's again mainly because of how it got in 10 days. It's just love this book. But I did have something that I quoted that I really liked. I don't tag my romance because it's just romance to me, but there was so many quotables in this book that I wish I had tagged it, but I was already like halfway in it and I just didn't want to go back. I wanted to figure out what was going on because like the story was so good. But I did like the first quote that like got me. I actually saved it, and it's, he was probably drunk enough to stop outside his comfort zone and hit on her. Once he sobered up / or figured out that she was pretty much just like the white girls he dated, only she would make his parents feel weird, she'd never hear from him again. I felt that many of times. It's, yeah, that like stung me because I was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, I've felt that. Even like when dating guys and like we've been dating for months, I can still feel that. The reason why, I haven't met your parents. Yeah. There is another quotable one. But I'll just leave that because it's very graphic. Well, not graphic. It's funny. It's super funny. But this was amazing, and if you like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and romance, this book is for you. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I just can't help but raving about it. Again, it might be because of my bias with the movie, but I couldn't put this book down. I read it in, I think, 2 days because I started it during when I was going to school for that week. I think I started it like on Thursday, and then I finished it last night, which is Saturday. So maybe it's 3 days. But again, this book was amazing, and I can't wait to read what else this author has in store for me if this was my first book. But I am now going to be reading Jasmine Guillory's Royal Holiday. I know this is about a older woman who's like on a vacation with her daughter in England, and she meets, I think, a bodyguard for the royal family, and they fall in love. I am literally on the first page, so I don't know. I think this is what it's about. But I can't wait to finish reading it. I mean, that's all I can say right now. This is like quick and short book review. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys really do pick up this book and read it. And if you have read it, like, comment down below if you like it or not, or what was your favorite scene. My favorite scene is the taco scene. They went to the taco truck and she's describing him. Love that scene. That's the one explicit because he walks like, yeah. If you know this book, you know what I'm talking about. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope to see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys enjoy reading books because it's amazing. I just wanted to say thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.